The
You
big
on
question, I never figured out how to use Snap. I was with someone the other day, and they were like, "I'll show you," and it never came round.
They've changed their UI
Yeah,
slightly.
more like Insta. They borrowed from
Slightly.
each other because Insta stole stories essentially from Snap, didn't it?
Well, Insta have updated their UI as well recently. Have you noticed? Like very subtle. Like the stories look slightly different now. It's slightly more intuitive. They haven't really thrown IGTV front and center, which I
Not
thought
yet.
they would. I'm not sure how that's being.
We'll be front and center of that with this podcast, being that we've edited it to fit the IGTV format.
No.
So we're kind of putting our money where our mouth is. There, we believe in that IGTV.
Well, IG, you
is
need to
future
update
tech.
your UI and make IGTV the thing, because
I think it's coming. I think they're waiting for traction. They're waiting for critical mass to hit the platform, and then I think IGTV is really going to become a thing.
We'll see.
Um,
All of
so-
them are kind of jumping in the same space. YouTube, IG, they're all trying to get on kind of the
well, it's the wave, isn't it? I mean,
WhatsApp. I'm
the
sure
big
is
question
trying
I
to
had for Gary V actually, and actually I'd like to throw this question his way. Somehow maybe we could get this video or
At
get
him,
something
man.
in front. Yeah, get this in front of him. But the big question I did want to ask him is, look, essentially, I've got a couple of businesses that rely on real-time search. Okay, so these aren't things that you'll necessarily be able to pick up from. Facebook and Insta are trend platforms. So Facebook is fantastic at learning who you are as a person. But there are some products that are not linked to who you are as a person. So for instance, if you need to get your boiler serviced, that's a one-off search at a specific time in the year. Yeah? One-off search. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Facebook and Insta, don't matter how intelligent they are, they don't know when your boiler needs servicing. Yeah? So it doesn't make sense for a boiler servicing company to be advertising to you year long on the hope that you're going to stumble upon their ad. Google search is much better. So these are search specific products, if that makes sense. You need to be able to hit people front and center when they've searched for the item. So Google still seems to be dominant in this area. So although Facebook and Insta are great for picking up your personality trends, there are these kind of instantaneous searches that you're not going to replace Google. So my big question was,
I don't know, man.
do you see an evolution on the Facebook and Insta platforms where they're going to start to integrate search?
They don't need to. Shall I tell you why?
Go on.
Because they listen to your conversations. That's why. They listen to your conversations. This is a little bit controversial now. This is my own little conspiracy.
It's factual, bro.
Boy, it's my own little conspiracy. You know what I mean? Since we're going to be broadcasting on their platform, I'm not trying to get... You know what I mean? But I swear, like... this has happened to a couple of people, but...
Happened to me.
You have a conversation around a product which is proper rogue, like random, you know, and then the next day you're getting adverts on Instagram around that product. Like I've seen, like,
You say next day.
or instantaneously.
I was on holiday earlier this year, and we had stayed at this villa somewhere in England. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but we were staying in this villa, and we had a pool and a hot tub and whatever. So we'd been there for 2 or 3 days. We'd rented out the place, obviously, and we needed to put chlorine in the hot tub. Hot tub's a bit dirty, yeah. So we need to put chlorine in the hot tub. Now,
You know them. Hold tight.
go on.
Chlorine in the hot tub. You know those middle class problems.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, and that's the thing. It was a problem because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how much to add. The chlorine was
You're
there.
just stunting on us.
So imagine
this whole story. You're making this up. This whole story is just a stunt on us.
It's not. I swear, this is the God's honest truth. Yeah. So imagine I'm standing in this shed here, and they've got all the chlorine there. And I'm having this conversation with my bro. Like, I don't know how much chlorine we got to put in. Is it 2 caps? Is it 3 caps? Have you figured this out yet? Da-da-da. I did not search this. I did not Google this. I swear on you. I swear to you. Yeah. I swear to you. Did not Google. Did not search. We were just having a conversation. Let me figure out. I can figure out. So I read the instructions. Whatever, bro. I kid you not. By lunchtime, I went to my Instagram feed. Why am I getting ads for swimming pool chlorine? Ads for swimming pool chlorine, brother.
Shall I tell you why?
Tell me why.
I got 2 theories. First of all, because you're bougie, innit? Because you're bougie. Moving in these middle class circles. But secondly, maybe... Alright, so I'm going to give them a massive service right now,
Go
right?
on.
Because I don't think the tech is this sophisticated, not on a consumer level anyway. I think it exists, but...
Okay. So I'm just a crazy guy, yeah?
Alright, so no. Who booked the holiday?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't book the holiday.
So you had no interface
I did have
this
an interface.
property on your device.
Okay, so you might have something there. I have Airbnb on my phone, okay?
And you were searching for properties
and
with hot tubs.
I'll search for properties with pools and hot tubs.
See, there could be
I didn't use pool and hot tub as a search term, but then that goes to show the strength of the AI. I was looking at villas, and the villas that I looked at happened to all have pools and hot tubs and whatnot.
Maybe the tech is that sophisticated.
So that could be a
connection.
There is a connection.
And
or they just could be listening to my conversation.
Alright, either or. 'Cause I started this in it, so I'm gonna have to back you and say they're listening to the thing.
Yeah.
But looking at that second perspective, ain't that kind of scary? Like, that's granular. We know that you're searching on a third-party platform or website, app, whatever it is in Airbnb, filtering your search to these specifications, and we can take that to mean you're gonna, do you know what I mean?
Well,
like you're gonna need this type of advert at this time, because they'll look at the dates and say, okay, let's hit him with it around about the time he's checked in, and notice that he's gonna, like, that's scary. That's kind of this whole
it's scary
AI argument. And
well, this is it. It's scary, but that's essentially what good AI is. That's what good AI is.
Good or bad?
Good. Well, when I say good, as in a good performance, as in from a tech perspective, that's a if it is the Airbnb example, for instance, that you've cited, that's an example of really, really quality AI, and I think this is where, rolling onto another conversation, one of the you know me, I'm not a massive Apple fan. I've got an iPad and a MacBook or whatever, but I'm not a massive Apple fan. I don't wear their watch devices and everything. But
who does?
This is where I worry for Apple. Okay, the voice market. Okay, so the voice recording market is evolving, and Apple is not improving its AI because Apple had Siri. Okay, they were essentially first movers on the market. They made voice a thing, and it seems like they've allowed other companies to come in, create hardware devices, and to make voice much more efficient and much more usable than they were able to do. And I find that very peculiar, because Apple, normally if they're first movers on the market, will super dominate it. So I'm kind of wonder what happened. I haven't had a good answer from anyone yet. What happened in the voice department? Why did Apple allow Alexa and Google to come in and literally walk all over them? Because going back to the talk about AI, good AI, they're going to be behind, because these other platforms have got the data behind them. They've got the experience in AI, and AI is built up on top of itself, isn't it? So it's very hard to enter the voice game late and then expect to perform on a similar level.